Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about X-Men Apocalypse, the upcoming X-Men movie, which they had a new trailer for it last night during the Super Bowl, or teaser, or whatever you want to call it. Um, I'm like kind of on the fence with this movie right now because if you're an X-Men fan of the comics and you like the movie, you enjoy the movies for some of the part, not maybe not in the most part. Like I like X-Men First Class. I like the Wolverine. Days of Future Past was like there was all this hype surrounding it, like it's gonna be this big Avengers type movie with all the X-Men and joined forces, and then it didn't really turn out to be that. And then like just some of the choices they made with Days of Future Past were like, okay. And it didn't really feel like First Class, which was, really good. Probably the best X-Men movie so far, I think. The X-Men First Class and the Wolverine are probably the top two for me at least. But yeah, like X Men Apocalypse. The reason I'm sort of hesitant to go into it is because these Fox made X Men movies have not always been great. I mean, Days of Future Past was all right, not as great as it could have been. Um, X Men Origins Wolverine, which is a movie I'd like to forget about forever. X Men Last Stand. I mean, and even the first two X Men movies. I mean, when I was younger and they first were coming out, I was like, yeah, awesome, totally love it. But then like when I sit back and as an adult and watch them, I'm kind of like, these are kind of cheesy, and like some of it's not well done, and some of the stories like, so it's like I don't know, like. I used to think X2, X Men United was like the best X Men movie, but now like when I go back to watch it, I'm like it's kind of boring. I mean, there's some good things a little bit sprinkled out throughout. My favorite scene is probably the Nightcrawler attacking the White House scene, and it's like so I'm kind of learning about myself that I don't like these X Men movies as much as I thought I did, and like I only really like First Class and the Wolverine. But yeah, like X Men Apocalypse has some things that I'm kind of interested to see. Like Psylocke, I'm definitely interested to see Psylocke. She looks like she's gonna be awesome. Um, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with Cyclops because he's one of my favorite X Men characters. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with Jean Grey again. Like if they're gonna go in a different direction, or hopefully they'll do. If they ever do the Phoenix Saga, hopefully they'll do it better than the X Men Last Stand did the half-ass shit. Um, uh, it's kind of cool that they're including Jubilee, even though they said like they're changing her powers a little bit. Um, it's kind of cool that they're finally using Apocalypse, but like he still looks kind of weird. He doesn't look like Ivan Ooze, but still like Ivan Ooze's brother or something, and he's not purple, he's blue. So I mean, he's not Ivan Ooze's brother. Maybe he's Ivan Ooze's cousin. But yeah, like when I heard it was going to be about Apocalypse, like when I saw at the end of Days of Future Past, the credit scene was Apocalypse. I thought they were going to do like Age of Apocalypse and do like a story that's like in a different dimension or a different timeline or something like that. Like because they have all the future time traveling things they kind of did. And I was hoping that it would be more like the Age of Apocalypse comic, which is like one of my favorite X Men stories. But it's not. It's just kind of like, oh, we're calling it X Men Apocalypse, and then like, where's Wolverine? I know like a lot of people's complaints about Days of Future Past was that there was too much Wolverine. But I mean, I kind of can see that. It definitely kind of became a Wolverine movie, even though he didn't really do anything that much in Days of Future Past. He didn't really get into any fights. Yeah, he didn't really fight. He just was kind of there. Like, he almost tried to fight Magneto, and like he was doing okay, and because he had the bone claws and he didn't have the adamantium, and like then he like gets flown through the air, and like I was like, okay, so you almost gave Wolverine a fight scene, but not really. He doesn't really do much but like talk and hang out. Like so, I mean, even if like you go in to see Days of Future Past, if you're gonna go watch Days of Future Past for Wolverine, it's not really Wolverine. Like you get talking Wolverine, and he doesn't really do any much action. So I mean, if you're a Wolverine fan, you should definitely watch the Wolverine. Don't watch X Men Origins Wolverine. We'll watch the Wolverine, which is a very good movie, I think, in my opinion. But I mean, he wasn't like he didn't really do that much. So I mean, like I know he was one of the main characters in that movie, but he didn't really do much. So I'm just wondering where he is. I know Hugh Jackman said he's not going to be doing like any more like X Men movies or Wolverine movies. He's doing one more Wolverine movie, and then there's been like rumors that he might make an appearance in Apocalypse, and he might make an appearance in Deadpool. But those have been like rumors. I don't think either of those things have been confirmed. So he might just be doing the one more Wolverine movie, which I hope he said there might be some Old Man Logan stuff in there, which that would be cool if it's based or loosely based on Old Man Logan. That would be really really cool to see because Old Man Logan's definitely one of my favorite Wolverine stories. Um, but yeah, like I'm just not like it hasn't everything that I've seen from X Men Apocalypse hasn't been like whoa yeah woo like yeah like I'm gonna see it. I want to see it. But I'm not like blown away. I'm not excited for it like I was Guardians of the Galaxy, or I'm not as excited as I am about Batman v Superman or Civil War, um, or even Jungle Book. It's more excited to see the live action version of Jungle Book, kind of. And I know that's like weird, because like someone said to me on the internet like, oh, you're not an X Men fan. If you're not excited for this movie, you're not an X Men fan. Like hold on there, buddy. Yes, I am an X-Men fan, and I have every right to not like the movie based on my favorite characters or my favorite comic book characters or my favorite comics. Um, you know, fans of the comics do it all the time. My friend, Todd, for instance, he he kind of like bitches about comic book based movies almost all the time. It's very rarely where he's like fully on board with a movie, and even then he'll be like, oh fuck this shit. Duh, 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 duh. But I mean, so we have every right to like, it's not like, oh, you don't like the new Avengers movie, you're not an Avengers fan. Oh, you don't like the new X Men movies, oh, you're not an X Men fan. Oh, you don't like the new Ninja Turtles movie, yo, you're not a Ninja Turtles fan. I am a Ninja Turtles fan, okay? I am definitely a Ninja Turtles fan, right there. Ninja Turtles. Cowabunga. But anyways, get off topic. Um, but anyways, um, yeah. X-Men Apocalypse. We'll just have to wait and see. Just kind of like we had to wait and see with Days of Future Past. Like, see, I think that's what happened to me. Like, Days of Future. I saw the stuff for Days of Future Past, and I got like excited and everything. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a big like team, and they're all gonna team up, and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have like both different teams joining forces, and it wasn't like that. So I think that's why now when I'm seeing the X-Men Apocalypse stuff, I'm kind of like hesitant. I'm like, I don't want to get like too excited because then I get all excited and get my expectations up, and then it's not what I thought it was gonna be. So I mean, I think that's why, and on top of like all the other X-Men movies not being like super fantastic. But I mean, I didn't like the Fantastic Four movie, Fantastic Four, and I'm a Fantastic Four fan, so I mean, it's still stupid. Like you're not a comic book fan if you don't like the movies. That's stupid. But I mean, no offense to the guy that said that, but I mean, that's stupid. That's a stupid way of looking at things, and a wrong way, in my opinion. That's my opinion, not anybody else's opinion. No offense to anybody. But I mean, Yeah, so X-Men Apocalypse. I'm definitely gonna go see it, but I'm not like super excited and pumped. And my cat's trying to tear stuff up. So I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully more videos on the way. Peace.